Hello, and welcome to Crime Talk.
Today we are discussing Megan's Law and what created the law. I know that growing up, Megan's Law was a big part of my life because anytime we went anywhere for a festival or a vacation, my mom would search Megan's Law to check the neighborhood beforehand.
Smart.
Well, anytime we went even to like a festival, like a Renaissance festival or just like somewhere like a buckwheat festival or something, she would always check the location ahead of time. Nicole Kanka, sorry, I apologize if I'm messing this up, was born December 7th, 1986 in Manhattan, New York. So not a lot of information was about this. It didn't tell me any information about who she was beforehand. It just told me about her murder. So the neighbor who invited Megan Kanka to see his puppy was a twice convicted pedophile. His name was Jesse K. Temenidicus. I'm gonna pop it on the screen because I don't know how to say that. So Jesse lured Megan into his house. He raped her and then killed her by strangulation with a belt. He then placed her body in a nearby Mercer County park. The next day, he confessed to investigators and led police to the site. Evidence including bloodstains, hair, and fiber samples, as well as a bite mark matching Megan's teeth on Jesse's hand. She tried to fight back. The evidence led to a guilty verdict on charges of kidnapping, 4 counts of aggravated assault, and 2 counts of felony murder. The court sentenced Jesse to death, and the sentence was upheld by the New Jersey Supreme Court on appeal. He remained on death row in New Jersey until December 17, 2007, when the New Jersey legislature abolished capital punishment in the state. As a result, his sentence was commuted to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Megan's grieving parents said they never would have let their daughter travel their neighborhood freely if they had been alerted to the presence of a convicted sexual offender living across the street from their residence. Congress passed the federal version of Megan's Law, another amendment to the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act of 1994 in 1996, which requires law enforcement to disclose details relating to the location of registered sex offenders. 1 month after the murder, a series of bills proposed that would require sex offender registry with a database tracked by the state, community notification of registered sex offenders moving into the neighborhood, and then life in prison for repeat sex offenders. Paul Kramer, the man who proposed the bill, expressed incredulity at the controversy created by the bills, saying that, and I quote, Megan Kanka would be alive today, end quote, if the bills he proposed had been a law. The Nicole Kanka Foundation is a non-profit charity founded by the family of Megan Kanka with the intent of preventing crimes against children. Okay, so that's it for the day's episode of Crime Talk. I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole researching Madeleine McCann's case, which led me to Eaton Patz's case, which led me to Megan Kanka's case, which led me to several other cases that hopefully within the next few months we will get to. But I found today's video interesting, and so I thought I would share, because I know that it had a significant impact on my life, and that if it wasn't for her unfortunate demise, that
saving millions of kids.
She saved millions of kids. Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, her unfortunate demise saved millions of kids.
So she's remembered forever, you know?
She's remembered forever with Megan's Law. I mean, I wanted to get this out there because I didn't know the meaning behind Megan's Law. I didn't know who Megan was, and now I wish we knew a little bit more information than just how she was murdered and what happened, but there's not much information about her other than her name, and I mean, at least we have a face to put it to. A pretty face.
Okay, that's it for today's episode. We'll see you next week.